Man,
Yo,
hace un calor aquí, loco.
um,
Chacho, it's hot out there, dude. Bro, crazy hot.
yo, hey. Whoa.
Yeah, can I help you?
Dude, that's mine.
What do you mean that's yours, bro? Like,
No. It's mine. Like, it belongs to me.
no, I grabbed the cup, I filled it with water, and so now I'm drinking it.
Just because it was there, that doesn't mean it is yours.
Um,
Like, it's mine. Mine.
your wife told me to grab a cup, fill it up, and drink.
But
And
that
so I grabbed a cup. So
that's
it's literally my cup, bro, because like I filled it
but
up and
it's
I'm drinking.
mine.
I mean, it's yours.
Yeah, it's mine. That's where I drink. Like I cannot give you something that is mine.
So I know you own the cup, but I'm using it right now.
But it's mine.
All right, bro, here you go, man. Here.
Yeah, man. Go find
Yeah,
a
just
cup.
take my baba. Go ahead.
Go find your cup somewhere else.
All right, fine.
What's mine, it's mine.
Relajando family, what's happening?
What up, mi gente? ¿Qué es lo que?
Estamos aquí podcasteando.
Podcasteando,
Ya tú sabes,
elasteando, lo que sea. Como diga, como sea, andiando.
Andiando. Relajandeando.
Relajandeando, poscanteando,
Predicandeando.
predicandeando,
De todo. Adoradeando.
relajeando,
De todo andeando.
enseriando. Chacho.
No, estamos aquí.
Dime a ver, bro.
Having a good time. Ya tú
Right.
ves, estoy un poquito más formal de lo normal.
Sí, hoy estamos como que, bueno, estamos mucha gente.
Sí, estamos,
Sí,
¿verdad? Porque tú estás
en camisita y yo estoy con el pelo suelto y en camisa negra.
Pero estamos en jeans y vaina. So.
Ah, es en jean
Jeans,
vaina.
tengo los Jordan.
Ey, lo van.
Vans.
Vans.
If you've been watching all the episodes, you know what the whole Vans joke is
Yeah,
about.
you get the joke.
Yeah.
You get the joke.
Pero Jordan
Y los Vans.
y Jordan
Y los Vans.
y Jordan
Y los Vans.
y el vaso. Pues
Y
ya
el
tú sabes.
vaso, que es mine.
Es mine.
Es mine.
Mine.
Ey, bro, esa película es heavy, loco.
Yes, Finding Nemo.
Fan de Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Chacho.
Sí, porque,
con
you
un
know,
nombre así, ¿quién lo encuentra?
We're not, tú sabes, we're not sponsored.
Oh, no,
Y
encontrando a
hay
Nemo.
Tú sabes, como cristianos hay alguna cosita que estamos un poquito... Hay fricción ahora mismo con
Nemo.
Disney, sí, Nemo, toda esa gente.
Pero yo pensaba que Nemo era bueno, loco.
Nemo es bueno.
Está bueno eso.
Tiene un disability, pero...
Bueno, pero
You
por lo
know.
menos.
Pero Dios agarra a gente con disability y lo sana.
Gloria a Dios,
Y
aleluya.
hace milagros.
Santo.
Y lo transforma.
Hay transformación.
Sí, transformation.
No church, but
No, transformation.
transformation.
In the nation
In the nation.
of Christ
In the
station.
nation. In very nation.
of Cristo.
In Cristo nation.
Christorious, glorious.
Loco. Diantre. No, mira, ahora que tú hablaste de Nemo, por alguna razón me trajo a la mente Texas.
Texas.
Y no sé si tú lo viste, había una noticia de una chamaquita, 19 años, loco.
Ajá.
Y la arrestaron
Okay.
y le hicieron charges because she claimed that she didn't know that she was pregnant. She went to the hospital
Uh-huh.
9 months later. She went to the hospital saying that she had a back pain. So they got her in and she started like bleeding. So she went to the bathroom, locked herself in there for like 20 something minutes. And then she came out like nothing happened and left. So nurses and all, everybody went to the room,
Uh-huh.
the bathroom, and he was full of blood. So they called maintenance, whatever, to clean up. They clean up. When they taking all the trash, one of the ladies said like the trash, it was heavier than normal.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go in there, all they see is paper, right? Because I guess like she put, first and then a bag of paper on top.
No way.
So at the end of the day, they found the baby,
Yeah.
a 4-pound kid,
Wow.
unfortunately dead.
Wow.
So when they go and arrest her, the mom didn't know anything.
Yeah.
She was still playing that she didn't know anything. She was saying that she didn't know that she was pregnant. and they have like pictures of her, whatever, doing like cheer and whatnot with the,
Really?
like a baby, belly.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's sad, man.
I don't know. It's the world is
The world's going crazy.
it's just sad though. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you carry that little thing
Yeah.
for 9 months.
Right.
Like, come
Yeah.
on, like, don't tell me you didn't know
Oh,
you
yeah.
were pregnant. It's just like, oh, I have un cólico, me tiré un peo y
Right,
salí. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Una tripa hinchada o algo.
like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
No, no, no. Yeah, people are lost.
That's
People are lost,
crazy.
and there is a. What's sad is that there is a fertility crisis in our country. If you look, birth rates have gone down, and then you get cases like this that
Yeah, but
a
you know
person
what they
could have
go
went
down, right?
for adoption, and why they go down?
It's like the thing that you were showing me, like the bees and
Oh, the birds and the
la
bees and the bees
cigüeña
that
y la
were bees
vaina.
and bees with that still have stingers, but they're not bees, they're birds.
Yeah.
And, yeah, there's a lot of craziness.
So
going
how
on.
do you have the conversation?
Right, right. Oh, wee, 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 wee.
La vida, I mean,
Well, that's all, folks.
yeah, yeah.
You know. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
But it's gonna get better though.
You think so?
Yeah, they
You think so?
already approved the whole thing about creating like fake people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, clones and stuff like that.
It's gonna be like an incubator and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Obviously, they're doing it like, quote unquote, like they're doing it for people that cannot like have kids or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go in there and they put it in a machine or whatever, and you get your baby and
You just
whatever.
design your baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how does the baby born with like an artificial soul?
I don't
Is it
know.
AI?
You see, I don't know. I know instead of like having a womb, they have all these like capsules.
Really?
It's like the Matrix.
I
type of
wrote
thing.
I wrote a paper on that one time in college
Yeah.
about like artificial insemination and in vitro and
Are you
stuff like
behind
that.
all these things, or you not?
No,
telling
I'm
us?
not. I'm not. It was from the perspective of a believer, and
Oh.
and like cloning and stuff like that. And if you're cloning, right, which is man creating another man, how do you how does that person have a soul? You can do with animals because animals don't have souls, but how does it do with humans?
Yeah, no,
That's deep.
it is.
And I wrote a whole paper on that.
And then you know what happened, right?
What happens?
Because you're creating life, but that body needs a soul,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
needs a
So
spirit.
so how does it live?
It will be possessed,
Mm. Mm.
and that's what the enemy wants.
Yeah.
The more we spread the word, the more we preach the gospel, the enemy is gonna find a way. What do you think? Like, the enemy is doing anything possible to destroy like our kids' generation,
Oh yeah.
changing their mentality, identity, so that
Right.
way they cannot multiply.
Right.
And that's it. Like, he
Right.
can do whatever
It's the extinction of humanity.
Yeah, and then he can take up like advantage of that
Right.
and possession
Right.
of all these like souls.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because the enemy failed and was cast out,
Mm.
right? Adam and Eve were cast out of Eden, but they were given redemption,
But now the devil,
right? So I'm here to tell you, this got a little deep. Eso se puso bien serio aquí.
bro.
I'm here to tell you that there's purpose and there's opposition that happens, but there's opposition that happens because God is here to redeem you and save you.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
so
sir.
that's interesting, right? Because as we jump into my mind,
Papa.
really the only one that can save my mind is God,
Yeah.
right? And so we ended our last episode. By the way, I'm Joey,
I'm Gio.
and we're Relajando en Serio,
Siempre.
seriously joking podcast.
Always.
Always here to give our opinions,
Podcast.
edify,
Edificar.
show love,
Enseñar amor.
and grow community.
Y crecer una comunidad.
Oh, now you just translated for me.
Bro. I like it.
Yeah, man.
I
I
like
feel like I'm at church.
Papá, es practicando. So, yeah, bro, practicando por si me toca, loco.
Oh, you trying to make me lose my job at church?
I'm not. I didn't say that. I didn't say that because you do a great job.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Like, for real, I love what you do. You're doing it great. Nobody else have done it like you do.
Really?
Yeah, no. for
Not
real.
even today? The pastor que estaba traduciendo?
No, not even today.
No.
Not even today.
He did a good job, though.
I mean, yeah, he
He
did.
did a
He
good job.
did.
Yeah.
Se
He
la
was quick.
buscó, se la
He was
buscó,
quick
se la
with it.
buscó.
Yeah.
Se
So,
la buscó. So, okay.
so in case I'm not there, ya saben.
Yeah, but I don't think we can call him, though. Like,
Ya está retirado el
Ya
obispo.
está retirado el obispo, loco. He's a busy man, though.
That's interesting. That's another interesting thing. Está retirado el obispo.
Está retirado el
And
obispo.
we're talking my mind today. And so we left off last week hablando de temporadas,
Yes.
right? Of
Seasons.
seasons of ministry, of life, of work, of relationships y cosas así. And so we wanted to talk today about my mind,
Yeah.
right? Because you can, let's say you're called for a ministry, or you're
Mm-hmm.
called in an office, o un talento que tú tienes, por ejemplo, that they put you to, I don't know, lead evangelismo, lead worship, lead the youth,
Mm-hmm.
lead caballeros, lead a church, lead any type of ministry, right? And many people take ownership of that lead role,
Oh, yes.
right? And they forget que they're in a place for a specific time
Right.
otorgado por Dios, no por el
Exactamente.
hombre ni por ello, and that at any given time, right, God can tell you, you need to give it up.
Mm.
You need to go.
Yep.
And muchos se adueñan,
Yep.
which is the mind, porque ellos dicen, no, todo mi sudor, todo mi esfuerzo, todas mis ideas, toda mi propiedad intelectual ha quedado en este lugar. Mas,
Mm.
sin embargo, se olvidan de que todo eso vino de quién?
De Dios.
It came from God, right? And so it's so easy to want to take ownership and hold on to something,
Mm.
right? That you built and that you helped build and that you established. But it's like the Bible says and the scriptures say, Pablo dijo, unos plantaron,
Mm-hmm.
mas otros cosecharon,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? And so you have a lot of ministers and a lot of talented people that, like when we talked about these seasons,
Yeah.
they don't let go, like we were talking about it and describing, because they feel like if it's theirs.
I mean, it's interesting that you said that though, because I feel like you can see that more like often when it's somebody that like you literally, work, pour your knowledge on, time, effort, whatever. You build that up from the ground.
Yeah.
And it's giving fruit, right? I can see that,
Yeah.
like you tend to like kind of like fall in love with that,
Right.
It's like your baby.
Yeah.
But now I've seen the other side of the story is that you don't do anything, you don't pour anything on it, you just there.
Yeah.
But then you hold them more than somebody that like has poured the entire life.
Right.
And when it's time to go, when God calls you and say like, it's time, let go.
Yeah.
We don't want to let go.
Mm.
It's like, no, this is mine. You give it to me.
Yeah.
And I'm el líder de aquí. I'm el líder de allá.
Yeah.
Y esto y que lo otro. And I feel like because I've seen that in a lot of places. And first of all, it's a spirit of possession.
Right.
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 And then it's like a lack of understanding.
Mm.
Like, who's the one that calls? Who's the one that equip? And who's the one that actually like position and opening doors?
Right.
And then of course, why we doing what we doing?
Yeah.
To whom?
Yeah.
Like for my own satisfaction, for your satisfaction, for you to tell me like, oh, I'm doing a great
Right.
job, or you the
For
best.
your glory, my glory,
Right.
Or whose glory? God's glory?
Exactly.
Question mark?
Bro, I'm telling you, like it's just crazy. And then I see the same thing with people that take possession of other people.
Mm.
Because it not only happened that, I get to a place or I've been in a church for like a certain amount of years and something happened and then I became the leader of, whatever, los servidores o de los hombres.
Right.
Just to put an example, de los
Yeah.
hombres, because I guess it's more common like that. So I'm a leader de los hombres for years because nobody has stepped in and whoever he was leading that left. So I'm the only one in there because I've been faithful.
Right.
And they give it to me.
Next man up.
Right.
Or next
and
next persona dispuesta.
right. So I grew up my entire life just chasing a position, chasing, a name,
Right.
a title, If you haven't seen that video,
It's another good episode.
yeah,
Check it out.
Go ahead and check it out. So I'm chasing all this time that
Right.
finally I get it. But here's what happened. God moved in different seasons, and it happened that on that season for that house, God has provided men of and women of God.
Yeah.
That need to be used, need to be utilized. They have a fresh word from Him, so we have to position them in the house.
Right.
Thank you. You've been doing a great job.
Yeah.
But these men,
yeah,
it's actually like that's His calling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like normally we see the other person as a threat, and it's like le hacemos la vida imposible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nope.
Right.
Nah, I worked so hard for this.
Right.
You're
right.
not getting this.
Right. I'm not giving this up, or I'm not letting this go. I'm not gonna lose this. I finally got my chance, and I'm here.
It's like, for example, like when it happened with us, right? I was playing at
Yeah.
Trinity, and then you came in.
Yeah.
Imagine how the life would have changed.
Right.
If I would have been like, nah, no.
Right. Right.
I worked too hard for this.
Right.
You're not getting in this like pecera.
Well, and then you were helping you were working the sound levels on live stream. So imagine if you're like, you know what? They're not even gonna hear you. Bájalo todo, you know what I mean? Y yo ahí matándome ahí.
Yeah, so it's like,
Toca
you know what I'm saying?
maduro.
Like, but that and that's what I'm saying. Like the me, mine.
Right.
And I feel like everything starts from the beginning.
Yeah.
How we been teaching the people of God.
Right.
Like, are we actually teaching? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's like,
well, and it deals with a level of maturity. It deals with a level of maturity, and when I say this is when you put somebody into a certain ministry or a leadership role, obviously that person is going to grow in maturity as they lead, right? Or they should, right? Because that person is never going to have it all together,
right?
And there's things that God is going to put you through, because if you've never led before, or if you're leading in a different capacity, there's going to be experiences, there's going to be struggles, there's going to be problems que tú nunca visto, that you've never seen.
Right.
And so in that new endeavor and in that new assignment that you have, you're going to face new struggles and have to critically think and pray and seek guidance like you've never before.
Yeah.
And so that person naturally, when I say naturally, I mean in the spiritual, right, should be growing and they should be maturing. But what happens is when you have immaturity and you struggle with immaturity to where now, not only has God put you in a position for you to grow, but you don't want to grow.
That's true.
Because you want to stay there.
I mean,
and that's where part of the problem lies.
You think people they want to stay there, like they know that, and they rather like not to grow, and you know what I'm saying, like
yeah, because that's part of that.
So they technically they cut in their heads.
Yeah, because that's part of taking that ownership. Because right, we live and we serve a God of more, right? A God of advancement, a God of promotion, right? Pablo decía de gloria en gloria, de victoria en victoria, right? So I should never look at where I'm at now as where I'm going to stay, right? It shouldn't be my final destination,
right?
It should be where, okay, it is what it is. It is where God has me now, and there's always a next.
Yeah.
Right? It's like el ejemplo that we were talking about el obispo. El obispo era pastor. Mm-hmm. Right? And so now he gave up la antorcha, right, de la iglesia, que he pretty much built, right, in Orlando. And now he's doing what? He's obispo. He's overseeing the churches and giving guidance y dirección.
Exactly.
O sea, pero a otra capacidad y a otro nivel where he's not owning,
right,
but he's guiding.
Yeah, because that does. Can you imagine?
Providing
like, no,
wisdom.
this is mine,
right?
And then you have a bunch of viejito in there. Everybody's dying or leaving,
right?
Because that's it. Like you don't give opportunity to nobody,
right?
So it's like, man, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
When we actually had the best example on that, it was Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it would be like so much easier for him to just come in, do what he needed to do,
right,
and that's it.
Right.
No, but he's like, wait. If I do it myself, I know I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because that's why I came here.
Right.
But this is not about me.
Right.
This is about my Father.
Right.
And like people getting to the Father.
Right.
Right. I'm just a vehicle.
Right. It was his humility.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me give you.
Yeah. It's
You
like,
know what?
it's like when he says, mi nombre,
Yeah.
harán cosas mayores.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously still him, he is the focus.
Right.
But he's giving unto us
Mm-hmm.
the ability to perform miracles and
Yeah.
to do great things. And so that it's not just him, but it's him through us.
Yeah.
And so there's a humility factor to that, and there's una enseñanza tremenda.
Oh yeah. And it's just like this is how I always seen like ministry, right? And I'm not gonna tell you like, oh, that I didn't went through that stage because that's a lie.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a stage when you're like a teenager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
and it's always been your dream, like, oh, I want to be part of something.
Right.
Once you get it, you kind of don't want to let go.
Right.
But at the same time, you work super hard. So that way the leader or the pastor doesn't say like, oh, you're not feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that
we're gonna put somebody else, so we're
we
gonna
have
take
to
you
pass
out.
it on to somebody else. So you
Right.
work to get better,
Right.
to grow spiritually
Right.
and stuff like that. And eventually when you do it that way, your focus change.
Right.
You start maturing.
Right.
You start, like kind of like looking north and
Yeah.
understanding
Yeah.
that was a season.
Right.
You know?
And we learn and we mature to the point where we go, it's not about me.
Exactly.
It's not about me.
Yeah.
It talks more to a person that is able to grow leaders,
Mm-hmm.
leave, and then that place is still operating and functioning and auto-sufficient
Yeah.
with you taking you out of the equation. Because what that shows is that you as a leader were able to grow people to be able to run it, and that
Exactly.
it wasn't about you, it was about the organism, or it was about the organization or the church
Yeah.
or the body itself.
And that comes to the principle: go and make disciples.
Yeah.
If you don't reproduce yourself and nobody else,
Right.
Everything that God had pouring you,
Right.
it will die on you,
Right.
and that's very selfish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and you're not growing, you're not helping the ministry.
Right.
At the end of the day, God is going to move and He's
Yeah.
going to do whatever He needs to do. Now we can slow down things.
Yeah.
We can slow down process.
Yeah.
And we can make it
Absolutely.
worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be smooth,
Right.
but because of our whatever,
And we touched on that last week.
yeah.
How God, sometimes He has to create a situation
Oh yeah.
for us to then release and for us to let go
Yeah.
because of that whole ownership factor. And it's just like,
Mhm.
dude, this is not mine. We look at it,
Yeah.
our kids. Our kids, after they're 18 and they go and they live their life and they go and they marry someone, they no longer belong to this household anymore. They belong to the household that they create,
Mm-hmm.
right? God told Abraham, leave. Deja tu padre, tu parentela, tu tierra,
Yeah.
to go create your own home and your own place.
Exactly.
O sea que not even our children are ours.
That's
Son-
what I'm saying.
son
Now,
prestados.
now that you said that,
You know.
that's the best example though. It's like look at it that way. It's like our kids. They're
Yeah.
not ours.
No.
But God
They're
has
only ours for a
placed it in
season.
our lives to train them, teach them,
Yeah.
build them up.
Yeah.
Encaminarlo en los caminos del Señor.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, they're gonna take their own route.
Right.
And they're gonna do
Right.
whatever they want to do.
Right.
Our job it was as they with us,
Right.
Transition with in that season.
Yeah.
Make sure that they get everything that they need, all the knowledge and experiences and stuff like that, and then
Right.
mandalo.
Right.
But
It's like, you always used to hear testimonies as a kid. And to me, it used to blow my mind. I'm like, oh, how can people do that? When they used to say, oh, Dios me habló y me dijo que le entregara a fulano mi carro.
¿Dónde están esa gente? ¿En qué iglesia es eso?
No sé, ya esos milagros no suceden. No sé qué pasa. Right? Or, God spoke to me and told me to sign this over to somebody.
Yeah.
And I understand it now because in reality, my possessions aren't mine.
Mm-hmm.
God has given them to me. He's blessed me with them.
Yeah.
But at any given moment, He can say, hey, give it up.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I'm going to take it away.
Yeah.
Right? So we've got to leave the temporary mentality or the mentality of the world, the worldly mentality
Oh,
really
yeah.
is what it is, and understand that the shirt I have is only borrowed.
Yeah.
Las cosas que tenemos son prestadas.
Yeah.
And they're not ours forever. ¿Verdad? El
Yeah,
día que me
no.
engordo ya esta camisa ni me sirve.
Yeah.
So, entonces, why am I
They got
gonna,
Goodwill.
right? Why am I gonna be possessive of it? Ya ni me va a quedar.
My.
Right? But if it's somebody else, just give it up.
Yeah.
Give it up. And it's just like
Oh,
what
yeah.
you see in the Bible with
it's
Son
just, the Bible is full of like teachings about this.
Yeah.
Look en la parábola, you know what I'm saying? De los talentos.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's simple. It's just like that.
Right.
Like God gave you something and you just like hold it onto you like
Right.
mine. He's gonna come back and say like, "What do you do with it?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do anything.
Right.
You didn't actually grow the ministry. You didn't grow anybody else.
Right.
You didn't technically serve on the ministry because
Right.
you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was just like mine.
Yeah.
You know, some people might, allow a little bit, like, just put few people in there,
Right.
but I'm still the boss,
Right.
type of thing. It's like, it's just my ministry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't give room
It's all
for
about
anybody.
me.
Yeah, it's all about me.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have to, with this opportunity, once we understand, the God is the one that allow us to go through those things, those ministries, experiences, knowledge. How beautiful it is that once you understand that, I can share with you everything that I have.
Yeah.
And then be like, God, I'm ready.
Right.
For more.
Right.
God, I'm ready to go like
Yeah.
whatever you want me to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my assignment.
Right.
Like, you allow me to, you open my eyes, you open my brain, I have some knowledge, experience, and I pour into like the new generation.
Right.
Just the basic.
Right.
They can run it now.
Yeah.
I need to do something better.
Yeah.
I need to get closer to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
use me somewhere else.
Right.
And it's just like I think that's the beauty of ministry when you see it that way.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you might have a calling, right? In the fivefold ministry. But that doesn't mean that that's it.
Right.
Like, that's for a season.
That's not, and that's not all you are, or who, all who God has called you to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I do
Only
understand.
part of.
Yeah, and I do understand if you have a calling, you're always gonna have the calling.
Yeah.
That calling doesn't have an expiration date. Now there's seasons.
Yeah.
God might use you on this season with your calling.
Right.
Maybe the next season, He might use you with your talents.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then come back to your calling.
Yeah.
And think I do believe on that.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we have like talents. We have a calling.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Like, once we see it that way, I feel like that's when it's like the boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, in everything, like when it comes to ministry, change.
Yeah.
Your perspective. But I feel like we've been taught like completely different. We've been taught like to chase this.
Mm-hmm.
To change.
Yeah, a platform.
Yeah, a platform. Like, like a camera or something like that. Like a way that like, like I'm so and so.
Right.
It's
Right.
like, no, man. Like, you can probably do so much more like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Touching lives.
Yeah.
Like giving opportunities to other people.
Right.
And it's just like, for me, I feel like that's what ministry is. That's what Jesus did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't be like,
Right.
man, like, y'all not gonna change.
Right.
I'm perfect.
Right.
None of y'all are perfect. Why I'm wasting my time? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nah, I'm not gonna teach you none of that. None of that. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. You have free will. So why I'm wasting my time teaching you all these things?
Right.
Let me keep
Right.
going. Let me keep walking. You guys are slowing me down. You guys are getting me in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm gonna keep going.
I'm getting betrayed.
Yeah, so it's like, no, but that's the heart, the humble heart.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's you know what I'm saying? Like, he is actually the Son of God.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, man, like, I want you to
Right.
be with the Father.
Right. I want to include you as well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end, that's what he did.
Yeah.
That's because God, he was like, you're not my kid.
Right.
Well,
and and it says we're co-inheritors.
Yeah, exactly. Because
he's given that to
because of
us. He's
Jesus.
given us that availability and that opportunity to do that.
Exactly. So that's how I see it. I see it like we like, obviously, as disciples of Jesus, we have to model him.
Yeah.
And if we don't do it, you know
Then
what I'm saying?
Then
Like,
what are we doing?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like you talked about the parable of the talents, right? And no time did he ever tell somebody to never give the talents away either.
Yeah.
Right. So honestly, the guy that buried it, had he given it away, probably would have had a better investment than him just.
Oh yeah.
Because then the person he would have given it to probably would have multiplied it.
Absolutely.
He would have known what to have done with it.
Yeah.
And so, the one that had 10, the one with the 10 later could have given away 2. And then what? Now he stays with 8, but then the one with 2 multiplies that to 4. And guess what? There begins an expansion of talents.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So even when it comes to that, giving room and giving space for people to also grow and also to flourish in ministry and talents and stuff like that is a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
I love it, man. Why you guys think?
Right.
Like I kind of these people are quiet though.
Let us know in the comments
Come on, go ahead and comment below.
right
Let
here in the
us know what
chat.
you think. You know, if you feel like you've been holding on to something for too long,
Right.
or you've been waiting for too long, let us know, because that's the other thing too. We have a bunch of people probably online.
Yeah.
They grab a ticket and they waiting now. Like,
Right.
when is my turn?
Right. Mine.
my. Where's my turn to
Yeah.
be my.
Right.
And it's just like, but I exhort every leader out there, whether you volunteer or actually, doing this like paid or full time, just be conscious that one day you were there.
Yeah.
You were the one waiting, and God opened the doors and bless you.
Right.
But in order to do that, He used somebody else that the pass on, the however you want to call it, the title, la batuta, the position, but God used somebody else to bless you.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that we're mindful on that we know why we're doing what we're doing, to who we're doing it, and the reason why we're doing it, and understand that there's people behind that God wants to use to,
Yeah.
in the same realm, in
Yeah.
the same area. And
And
unfortunately, like, we get all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our brains are like, they don't want to work anymore.
Right.
The world is moving fast. Technology is moving fast. If you have somebody in there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's easy to stay behind.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's also easy to create a toxic environment for ministry.
Yeah.
When you have that mentality.
Oh yeah.
Because also what that does is it eventually creates an entitlement.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to tell the folks out there who have a mentality like that, we are not entitled to anything as a believer.
Oh yeah, I know.
Everything that we get, everything that we have is given by grace.
Oh yeah.
Which means that we can never earn it. It was unmerited.
Exactly.
And so, there's things that we have to break, and sometimes we've got to fight our pride and come to the realization that this thing right here that we're doing doesn't belong to me.
Yeah.
It belongs to God. Even look at it from a secular level. The Bible says that everything that we do it as if you're doing it unto God, right? And so even on a job level, there may be God trying to transition you out of that position or of that leadership role, and you're saying mine, and God's going, the money's right, but my timing is over.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? And so, and we're probably cutting ourselves off from certain blessings because
mine.
And
that's the thing. We have to be tuned, in tune with God hearts.
Absolutely.
It's like we cannot be doing like whatever we want, and I feel like obviously that comes with maturity.
Yeah.
And like I said, like we not the most mature people, the most expert, but
I mean, it's relajando en serio.
Exactly. It's
they ain't a joke. They ain't a podcast.
Come on, man. Like, but I feel like we both have been through that. We overcome that. Like, we overcame that situation. Like, we passed that. And we have gotten to the point that we understand that.
Yeah.
That if I see you like struggling on something, or I mean, it has happened that like we talking and we have said to each other like, no, wait, there's greater things in you. Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you just stuck on that?
Yeah.
Like, no, don't focus on that.
Right.
You can do it here and there,
right?
But that's not what you're being called.
Yeah.
So what a beautiful thing is that. Like, instead of like, no, this is mine. You're not eating from this cake. You like, you just go somewhere else.
Yeah. And I've in the season that I feel that I'm in right now, and with the new opportunity at the new church and stuff like that, and helping to grow the church and be a part of the growth that we're seeing. Honestly, I've come in with a mentality of wherever the need is, this is where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever is needed of me is where I'm looking to fill.
Yeah.
Right. I don't need a title. I don't need a particular nameplate that says this is what I do or this is who I am. No.
Right, like a name tag.
Right. No, like I'm just here to serve.
Exactly.
And what I'm needed to serve.
Like we all being called to serve.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Right. And when my time is up, or whenever that position or whatever that need gets filled, I'm okay with taking a step back and going, okay, somebody else can do it.
Yeah.
Or somebody else is better than me, or whatever the case may be.
It's because you're seeing things in a different perspective now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because once you understand that, like, it don't matter what you do on the end, it's not your church.
Right.
Even if you might be the main pastor,
Right.
it's not
No.
your church.
No.
You don't own
Right.
the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like your name might be in the title, your name might be, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like in the stuff that you buy, but
Yeah.
it's not yours.
Right.
You know, whenever God decide, He remove you.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
and that's buy or
Right.
take your life or you know something happen.
Right. And he'll bring somebody better.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like it's the same thing, moving from the head down.
Yeah.
You know, to the like minimum ministry at the church. You know, to the top one.
Yeah.
It's like we have to understand that we're doing this for God.
Yeah.
For the glory of God.
Right.
To the enhancement of the house of the Lord, the body of the Lord, and to grow.
Yeah.
You know, the house not only on number, but I would say in quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like quality, like personal, like spiritually, mentally. Like if we do things in love for God, I will treat you with love.
Yeah.
I will see the potential. I will see you like God sees you.
Right.
And I will see the potential that you have.
Yeah.
And I will understand that, like, dude, like, you good at this.
Yeah.
I've been doing camera for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, like I was just waiting
Right.
for somebody like you with the energy, like the passion, the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Bro, take it.
Right.
You know, because I want to sit down.
Yeah.
And be able to take Sundays off and
Right.
go, you know, with my family.
Right.
Or just do something else because I've been actually like wanting to go to the men's or, you know, cook,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
You know, but I've been you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's a different mentality. So I don't know, man, dude. Like, let go, bro.
Yeah. Just let go.
Let go.
And
No, I'm
just
talking to you
understand.
though.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
let go, bro.
I'll just adopt the frozen mentality.
Yeah, man. Let me translate.
Let it
Man.
go. Oh, you want to translate? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Let me.
I'll talk to
translate.
Pastor.
Yeah.
Let him know that on the podcast you were killing it.
Hey, you saw that,
I
right?
saw that, man.
Hey, they saw that too.
Pastor.
Yeah,
Mira a ver,
hey,
mira a ver.
hey, saludo, papa. ese es mi papá, bro.
Yeah.
That's my dad.
That's awesome, man. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Yeah.
Bendiciones, Pastor Ricardo.
Ya tú sabes.
Pastora Miriam.
No, tiene que ir con la misma intención.
¿Cómo
Como la
que
misma
dice?
fuerza, porque
Bendiciones, Pastora Miriam.
claro, es que acuérdate que todo, la mujer es la cabeza.
What?
No,
el cuello, el cuello.
el cuello, soporta la
Sí, porque
cabeza.
si no lo coge por cuello.
Soporta. Es que la mujer es el soporte de la cabeza.
Es verdad.
Sí,
es
sin
verdad.
cuello no hay cabeza.
Es verdad, eso así.
¿Viste?
Si no se cae.
Papá, revelación. ¿Por qué tú crees que Dios no dio una mujer?
No sé, tomé craqueo aquí.
Esa es la mujer tuya que te está por allá.
Quiropráctica.
Chacho.
No, pero muchas bendiciones, relajando en serio, family.
Saludos.
We got some good topics lined up.
Yes.
And we got something coming up soon. In the next coming episodes.
Well, Father's Day is coming up.
Yeah, Father's Day's coming up too.
Yeah.
Father's Day's coming up too.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but something is.
Yeah. Well, we're taking off that day.
We father. So
man.
yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the wives can do relajando en serio.
Dude, that would be pretty cool. Like if the wives do a show just for fathers.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
No, that's weird.
A show just for fathers.
Yeah, that's weird. Nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no.
Nah, we off. That's
No,
it.
So yeah. But we are in the topic of we're talking ministry and stuff like that, and we're gonna be talking about the art of ministry.
Ooh, the arc or the art?
The art.
Oh yeah, I thought
The
you said like the
arte.
arc.
No, arte.
Okay.
El arte del ministerio.
Ooh,
It's gonna be good.
I like that,
It's gonna
bro.
be good.
But it's like paintings and stuff like that. Or...
Not quite.
No,
not
pero es
quite.
arte.
But yeah, I mean in a figurative sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. El arte del ministerio.
Because hay mucha gente que
Son artísticas.
sí y saben dibujar
Chacho.
lo que de verdad no hay. Oh.
Güey,
Así que relajando,
loco,
family.
pero esto está relajando.
¿Cómo que estás relajando?
Esto nos cortó, como que ahí mismo cuando tú ibas a decir algo importante, nos cortaron.
So, tú me estás diciendo que los últimos 20 minutos que yo estoy hablando fue en vano.
No sé, habría que ver, no sé lo que pasó, pero nos cortaron. Yo sé que
Yo estaba predicando a las piedras entonces.
bueno, a lo mejor. Yo espero que no hayan sido a piedra. Yo
Bueno,
espero
sí.
que lo que tú estabas predicando era tierra fértil.
La cámara y las paredes.
No,
Sin
chicos.
grabación.
No, chicos, lo que nos están viendo.
Sí, pero ellos no están viendo ahora. Tú me dices que...
Pero ellos están ahí, míralos ahí.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah, están ahí.
It's back on.
Aquí hay un vidrio así, o un vidrio chiquitico, y ellos están en el otro lado.
Detrás, ok.
Detrás.
Como si tuvieran un interrogation room.
Exacto.
Oh, ok.
Lo que pasa es que nosotros no lo vemos.
Ah, ok.
Pero nada, pues cierra ahí, pues.
Pues relajando, family, thank you so much for tuning in.
Diantre, qué relajo. Gracias, señores. Thank you. Thank you for your patience
Yes.
dealing with these crazy dudes.
Yes. And thank you
But, for what?
for tuning in.
Oh, yeah. And the donation, too?
Oh, you got it. You put it up. You put
I
up
mean,
the.
if you want, you can donate something.
You got the GoFundMe going.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, you put our cash apps on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
No, I'm just.
Bet.
Mi gente, thank you so much. Go ahead and comment below. Subscribe.
Yes.
What else?
Hit the notification bell.
And then there's a thumb.
Yes, there's a like my daughter does. Hit the thumbs up button if
Yeah.
you like this content. If you don't, then we respect it.
I mean, but like I'm been saying all lately, if you're already watching us and you're a subscriber
Right.
and you like it,
Right.
and you have the notification bell,
Right.
and you don't have nothing to say on the
Right.
comments, leave an emoji.
Yes.
Leave a
Smiley
happy
face.
face,
Skull.
a skull,
Cold face.
fire,
Something.
whatever.
Something. Something.
Yeah, something is
Un
better
poquito
than
de
nothing.
something.
Yeah.
To let us know that you're there.
And if you agree with this, leave on the comments. Or if you're watching this through like whatever, just leave on the comment, mine.
Right. Hashtag mine.
Yeah. So hashtag mine.
Right.
Hashtag
Mine.
mine.
Yeah. 3.
Dale, mi gente. Hasta la próxima.
Y siempre, don't forget,
Smile.
en su relajar,
En serio.
we love you.
Dale, papi.
Peace out.
And whoever.
Right.
Bye.